Welcome back. Welcome back. I would like to give my opinion on things. Now, I brought this brother out once, and I finally got my phone fixed, so now I can look up more of his videos. And he has a very good video, and it's called
People in the groups and listen to how they talk.
Do Africans Hate Black Americans? AA in Africa, Part 1. The Good. I have nothing wrong with African people. I think black people should feel welcome anywhere. But I also want to throw in these key things. One, the people that hate us the most, everybody, scientifically prove that we were everywhere. And then they wrote history down and said they conquered everywhere. So I'm not ever going to listen to this "we're African" shit. First of all, Africa's not named Africa. When it got taken over, it got named Africa. But now it's free. But they don't call themselves the original thing. That's strange. Now, I don't have nothing to say against that. I just know it used to be called Kemet because I look up things. So, what is really going on with that? And then two, I believe we should be cool with each other because, all of our grandpappies were. And the book says that the Lord divided up the whole world and gave our grandpappies our own land. He never said he stuck all of us in one place.
Check out its history. Check out the people.
And then after I get through with this, I'm going to let the white man tell you a nice fun fact to blow your fucking minds to prove my point. See, I use everybody's information. That's why nobody can tell me I'm wrong.
First thing is first. Do your research. Don't just hop on a plane and go. Check out a country. Check out its history. Check out the people. Try to get on YouTube and Facebook and find the people in the groups and listen to how they talk, what they about. See if it's a good fit for you. See if it's somewhere you blend in. But let me tell you something. I was so damn happy in Africa. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of problems. We're going to get to that. But right now, let's talk about the good before we get to the bad and the ugly. I was in heaven. I was in heaven. As soon as I stepped off the plane, it was so beautiful.
I bet.
The hills were so green, the sky was so blue, it was so beautiful. And let me tell you something, a lot of y'all are scared. We see this stuff on the news. The most parts of Africa are so much safer compared to living in Atlanta, Philly, Baltimore, Chicago. It's so much safer. Maybe like 20 something people get killed all year in most places. Somewhere like Botswana. So where was I? I was down in Southern Africa. I ain't gonna say which country, but I was in Southern Africa. I think they're more like us culturally. They got this thing with apartheid there. They united. They fought back against apartheid. Their culture is more like us. You don't have to go to a Southern African and be like, how do you feel about racism? They're never going to tell you there's no such thing as racism, as opposed to somewhere in other parts of Africa where they've never had to deal with full-on white supremacy in their face. They get it. There's issues, but they get it.
I understand.
And people, for the most part, 80% it was all good, man. People were happy to see me. When you're just walking down the street and you're a normal black person, you're dark skinned to brown skin, even light brown, you fit right in. You fit right in the place. People think you're another African until you talk. You look just like everybody. You're gonna see where we come from. All this nonsense about we was always here and yada yada yada. You look just like them.
What you
You
said?
look just. You.
Hold on, we ain't gonna let you just walk past that.
People, for the most part, 80% it was all good, man. People were happy to see me. When you're just walking on the street and you know you're a normal black person, you're dark skinned to brown skin, even light brown. You fit right in. You fit right in the place. People think you're another African until you talk. Depending how the way you dress, you look just like everybody. You're gonna see where we come from. All this nonsense about we was always here and yada yada yada. You look just like them.
Okay. He goes on to say, all of that stuff about we black people were already in America, yada 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 yada, whatever, nigga. I'm not gonna dish you. I'm not gonna nothing. I'm gonna show you something, and I'm gonna make you all feel fucking stupid for it.
The cotton bushes are not natural. Just like those aren't mountaintops. Those are tree stumps. Just like those aren't our real trees. Those are really our bushes we're looking at today. Just like America is really ancient Egypt. Just like you could walk to Africa from America too, through the Grand Canyon.
I heard what my boy said, but just in case you didn't.
Just like you could walk to Africa from America too, through the Grand Canyon.
Now, as you can see, America is nowhere near this. So somebody been lying. Honestly though, I want to go here and see what's up. I really want to take that walk and see if we can get to Africa.
Now, I was looking for the white boy to prove it, but give me a second. I'm gonna let these black people talk real quick. So then you can't say whatever you want.
The reason why I say that because there is an actual portal in Arizona that comes straight out in Giza. And if you go, you'll know when you get close to it because all these with black suits and black ties on white shirts gonna come from out of nowhere. Where'd you just come from? They there, securing the area to keep you from finding out. That's why he said that Arizona is the back to Africa, the back.
Now that guy showed a picture of the last guy I just played, and that guy didn't say it's a back to Africa nothing. He said America, the Grand Canyon, is ancient Egypt. So what the fuck is that Egypt over there? Is that the new one? I kind of keep saying yin and yang. The northern tribe and the south tribe come together. Get it? Now, if by that man's logic that, America's really, Africa, and this is where Egypt is, and Egypt is near the Memphis River. Oh, America has a Memphis River too, just like Africa. Sort of like they're twins or something. Okay, let's see what white people have to say after those two black men.
Did you know that there was a cave found in the Grand Canyon that predated Native Americans, and in fact looked like...
Oh, so there's a cave that predate the people that say we're Native American Indians. That means they're living on somebody else's land. Get it? So, when black people say we're the Indians, let's see what the fuck this guy says. Because he says the people that say they're Indians or Native Americans, they're living here. And let's see what he says.
It came from Egypt, and the Smithsonian denies it to this day.
Really?
Did you know that there was a cave found in the Grand Canyon that predated Native Americans, and in fact looked like it came from Egypt, and the Smithsonian denies it to this day, yet they funded the expedition?
What?
Yes.
They funded the expedition and then found hieroglyphs and Egypt shit in there, and then close the Grand Canyon forever. Because it will shit on the whole, I'm Native Americans and it's a made up name. No, you're not. It's made up. You might have come here, but you're not the original. In my older videos, I constantly keep saying that, oh yeah, I played that Native American guy that said black people are fucking Native Americans too. And then I brought up the speculation, I never found the video again, I gotta look for it, where the Native Americans admit they have no idea who built the mounds and the great structures, and they don't know who built it. It's like they just moved in.
So in 1908, this explorer, he wanted to go to the Grand Canyon to look for gold. He was going down one of the rivers and saw a mineral deposit about 2,000 feet up. Went up there, and he saw some bushes or whatever, and he pushed the
This way it gets interesting.
bushes aside, and it was a staircase that led up to clearly a man-made cave.
Yeah.
He walked in there and immediately was like, what am I looking at? Because it looked like there was hieroglyphics all on the walls, and it was huge. And so he took some pictures and then went to the Smithsonian and was like, can you fund me? We'll get a team out there to see what this is. So they went out there, and it was basically an underground city. It would have housed 50,000 people.
What?
The natives in that region, they talked about how they weren't the first people on the land, and that there was people actually before them. Those
Really?
people were taught by the Star people how to make
Nice.
weapons. Did you know that there was a cave found in the
Show that Native American people admitted to the Smithsonians, this ain't our land. We moved here. And the Star people taught us. That's why we have what we have. Oh, so, what are they really saying? Black people taught us our Messiah. That's what I hear when I hear it. A black Messiah came in and showed us that we live on their land, but went away for some reason. Magically disappeared. And now we got a race of people that call themselves black. Unknown. Nothing. The shadow. It's real funny. But that other guy said, and I respect the first video with the guy or whatever. Like I said, he get it with how things are going. But I don't think anybody's paying attention to these things that I'm bringing across to you people and showing you that we were everywhere and we have many cultures and people came and took them from us. All the cultures say there's one God and that there's a bunch of deities, angels, whatever you want to call them. And the Bible says the Lord made that to be our gods. You guys. Everybody else in the world has a God. That's not the Most High. Except Israel. The special people. The star people. The people that are going to be stripped of their names and their fucking everything. Why would you take someone's history from us but leave everybody else with their history? Because it ain't going to stop nobody. But if you take their history away, it seems like they're the key to everybody's religion. It seems like these people waking up to figuring out who they are, home already. I don't know.
Listen, we'll get into that. But it ain't all in your face, man. Now, there's white people there, like I said, and they run a lot of shit. But when you walk up to them with that black American accent, oh, they thought they were so tough yelling at their employees and all that shit. When you come in there with that black American accent in front of one of them Pakistani Indians, any of the Middle Easterners, the Asians who treat the Africans like trash, ooh, they're not even going to make eye contact with you. They know about us. They know about our rep, and they know if they get on a line, we are going to get all up in that ass. Pause. That's worth half the trip right there. You realize, us around the world, as a black American, you're worth a lot more outside than you are inside. And people know, if I get out of line with this black person, it's not like one of the other Africans. Not all the Africans. Some of the Africans will bust your ass if they got out of line. I've seen it. But they know an African American will smack the shit out of me if I get out of line. Now, to the Africans, I've seen a lot of people getting abused and stuff. I'll get into that in this next video. But one time I was walking down the street and some white man came up to some black man. His car was parked.
Now, the brother makes a good point, but doesn't even realize what he just said. The Africans over there get treated like we get treated, except they're more friendly and docile. Alright? He's about to tell a story where one of the Africans is about to crack a white man's head all over the place, so they ain't so docile. And if we have time, we'll play it. But I want to make a point off what he said. He said, when you go to Africa, everyone in the fucking world knows to leave you the fuck alone because you're a live wire. They know you'll stand up for your rights. Sort of like you're everybody's big brother. And when you come around, it's like your Debo. Niggas know not to fuck with Debo, right? So you mean to tell me, out of all I just said, that that's our home? And then he goes on to say, because you have American knowledge and, you know, your producers and songwriters and all these things, we can use our talents and bring them over there and we could blow up and everything, right? Which he's quite right about that, right? But wouldn't that be another group of people taking our culture that we give it to them? And then when they make their people famous and they become the next greatest rappers and, you know, we don't eat again? I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm just saying, if we're the tough guy in the fucking room that makes people respect no matter where we go in the world, Judah Lion, Big fucking Judah! Why the fuck are they so afraid of us? We can't even deal with what we're dealing over here, and you're telling me that these other niggas around the world know not to fuck. I'm sure they ain't afraid when they ever saw numbered, though. Now, my point is, the book says Shem, the chosen, they're supposed to wake up and bring their brothers Ham, Africa, Kemet, back to the Lord. And together, we can be free. Get it? Now let's go back to that Grand Canyon thing. If it's a portal that goes from America to Africa, and I just explained, and the videos just explained how this is really Egypt, yin and yang, old, new, young brother, older brother, right? Wouldn't that mean we're connected? Whether we like it or not. And I'm not beat for the bullshit. Alright. A question I've always had for a long time. See, in the ancient days, everyone admits that, you know, Rome and everybody went over to Africa and pummeled them and took over. I don't remember hearing ever of the Great Rebellion of Africa. Maybe it's there and I haven't looked. I've been searching a lot of history here. I don't remember the Great Rebellion of Africa to get its land back. Alexander the Great said he went over there, took Cleopatra for his own, and ran shit. This guy says white people over there and the racism's over there, but it's not a lot. Let's go to this other video.
Okay, so what?
This is random. I didn't watch it. And this is what Rwandan women think of black Americans. I didn't watch it, so I'm going to criticize as I go along.
What's your name? Joy. And what do you do?
I'm still a student.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I have some questions for you. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
So, what do you think about black people from America?
I think that black people are somehow mean, but they're also cool. Me, I like them.
First off, what do you think about black people in America?
I think of them like they're our people.
Okay.
I mean, African people who lives there. Nothing much.
So there's no difference, really?
There's no difference.
Are you sure
to
about
me,
that?
yeah.
So what's your name?
My name is Grain Mtesi.
And what do you do?
I'm barista.
A barista?
I'm making a coffee.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So,
Gorgeous.
my first question is, what do you think about black people in America?
Black people, American, I think is like an African people, but born in America. Yeah.
So basically the same.
The same. The same for what?
I got the impression that these women were being polite and not telling me the whole story. So I found a bold lady who would tell us how she really feels.
The lady in red. This could be fake. But I've heard multiple people say multiple things. Like some like us and some don't. You know why? Because we don't understand them, they don't understand us, and we're all following Satanism little by little. We all dress the same now. We all are dancing and drinking our lives away.
So, I wanted to ask you a few questions about what do you think about black people in America?
Black people in American think of, I think black people American, they don't like other black people in our country, like African.
Okay.
I love black people everywhere that are nice to me. If you don't like me for whatever reason, I don't like you. I think everybody in the world feels like that. I think they make black people look like we don't like you guys. With the fake ass comedians that aren't us. The fake ass social media people that aren't us. Because you know how he's asking regular women on the street? I'm sure a majority of these people only get to see our stars. They're not, who the fuck is coming over here African and saying, do you hate Africans? Get it? So our representation is rappers, comedians, and movies. The things we don't control.
It's true. There's many black Americans who think that Africans are...
Of course, they're black American, they're sheep, they don't understand our culture.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't like black Americans?
Yeah, I don't like black American.
Okay, but do you know any of them in real life?
What?
Do you know many black Americans in real life? Like, have you met many?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, I have many. I have many.
Okay, so you've met them and you don't like them.
No, I don't like their culture because they're shit.
Okay, she says we don't understand their culture. Notice she said our culture. Yeah, we don't. It's not ours. How would we understand it? We're just getting free and learning that we had our own culture. How am I going to understand your culture? Or your ways? We're trying to figure out how to fucking do 10 Commandments over here, let alone figure out whose culture and how to act around it. We know to be polite and everything, and some of us don't. I'm sure yous have the same problem over there.
When you say this shit, what do you mean by that? Have you met many black Americans in Rwanda?
No, I've not. It's not many, just a few of them.
So your experience of black people in America comes from...
Are they dressed different?
Yeah.
No.
Like
music.
Television, news, and those. Oh God. You see
rappers?
those? No, I mean those talking show like the. Yeah.
TV.
Okay, so shows. TV shows.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The reality TV show.
Have you met many black people from America?
Of course.
Have you met many black people from America?
Not many of them, but I have met some of them.
So, what are the differences between the African American and Rwandan cultures? Let's find out. Now, what would you say is the biggest cultural difference between black people in America and people in Rwanda?
Oh, black people in America, I can say that black Americans, they're open.
More open-minded.
Yeah, and they talk whatever they think.
Okay, but
Yeah,
people
and
in Rwanda...
We're open-minded, which leads to new inventions, and we got the balls of fucking steel to, say something and mean it, and be wrong and say, you know what, I was wrong, so what? Now you corrected me, I'm right again.
In Rwanda, people they just cool down, they don't talk anything or say what they think. Yeah, to you.
And Black American.
We don't hold back, right?
Their people their girls are beautiful. They want sex everywhere.
Okay, so Rwandan women don't want sex. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't say that. They like and Black American everywhere. They can kiss you. In Rwanda, you can kiss. We have culture.
Okay. So in Rwanda, people can't.
Now, she's saying culture, but she's dressed like one of our hot girl summers. What we would call the ratchets. This is telling me about culture. Now that I've grown as an actual man, I wouldn't date you because you dress like that. Like these American whores. But I guess it's your culture, right?
Kind of hide things.
We're all fucked up in the head.
Yeah.
You hide it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we have culture.
They act.
We have culture.
More confident, Yeah.
It's a swag.
It's swag.
Yes.
Whatever,
They dress better.
Big dick
No,
energy.
they don't dress better because
Okay,
we
so how do
also
they
dress better.
Okay.
You see, she admitted it. They don't dress better because we wear what the fuck they wear. They made up wearing baggy clothes and backwards hats. No, the fuck they didn't. They listen to rap music. Why? Because we made it up. They want to be gangsters. Because we made it up. Remember the Big Brother thing I said? Now, if you didn't notice, she's wearing a button-down man shirt, and majority of the women over there, not majority, but a lot of them, you've seen them with pants. Is the one's torn with pants, one has a red shirt on. Is that not the problem with our women that we complain? You're wearing pants. We want you to go back to the Bible and wear a dress, but not like that red dress. And then we got this beautiful, nice one that says she doesn't mind us and everything, and she looks like a tomboy, for crying out loud. Would I date her? Yes. But it seems like we all have the same issues, and what we say, oh, you understand culture, I don't see anybody that on screen right now representing their culture. I see them representing Americanism. Now, I've seen people walk by in traditional clothes too, but you see my point? We both have people that want to be traditional and people that want to